Hello everybody, my name is Christopher and welcome back to another development showcase. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Inferno weapons script, which has been out in alpha for a while now, but is just now being moved to beta. Just a reminder, if you'd like to test out our alpha scripts, you are absolutely free to do so. There is no restriction on who can do that. The easiest way to do that is to join our Discord and you can find all the links there, or you can just follow us on GitHub and you can see the releases come up on there. So the weapon script has two core components. The actual weapons component, which handles how the guns shoot, and the PED component, which controls how PEDs behave when they're shot. So we'll start with the weapons component. Once you download and install the script and take a look at the configuration section, you'll see that there are three lists. There is a single list, a full list, and a reticle list. Weapons placed into these lists will have fire mode selectors added to the weapons in the game. Weapons not added to these lists will not be affected by the script and will behave like they would normally in GTA. So, as the names might suggest, weapons placed into the single list will have a safety and a semi-automatic or single-shot mode. Weapons placed into the full list will have safety, semi-automatic, burst, and automatic weapon modes, or fire modes. And finally, weapons placed into the reticle list will not have fire modes, but will keep their reticles, because this script also removes the reticles entirely from all weapons, with the exceptions of the ones placed in the reticle list. So to demonstrate this, I have a couple of weapons with me today. I'm going to start off with the pistol. So this particular pistol, which is just the base game pistol, has been placed into the single list. This means that it has a safety and a single shot option. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to use my temporary firing range, which I have set up behind me. By default, when you get a weapon, whether that be spawning it or collecting it however you normally would on your server, the weapon is going to be in safety. What that means is if that you try to shoot, you're just going to hear a nice click. The click indicating that the weapon is in safety and that you're unable to shoot. To take the weapon out of safety, you can press the weapon selector key. By default, this is bound to C. You can change this, however, in the configuration. So pressing C will bring up that little indicator in the bottom right of the screen. This indicates safety, and this indicates semi-automatic. So the gun is now no longer in safety, meaning I can shoot. So let's do that. As you can see, I've fired a bullet. What you haven't seen is me firing multiple bullets. In stock GTA, if you shoot and hold down the trigger like I'm doing so now, you would continue shooting. This isn't the case here. I need to release my left mouse button, or whatever you use on a controller, and press it again. And again, and again as many times as I want. What you're hearing there is another click. This is a slightly different click from the safety, because as you'll notice, the gun is not in safety, it's in semi-automatic. What's happening here is that I've run out of bullets in my magazine. Another feature of the script is that it removes automatic reloads. This is for the sake of realism. So once you run out of bullets, that's it. If you want to reload the magazine, you have to do so manually. To do so is exactly like you would in stock GTA. You press R, or whatever button it is on controller. Now you may have noticed there was a slight delay between when you hit R and when you actually reload. This slight delay is just to increase realism, so not everybody is a gun-swinging expert. So I now have bullets back in my magazine and can continue shooting. Just to demonstrate that reload again, I'm going to press the R key now, and there's that slight delay I was talking about. The next weapon I'm going to demonstrate with is the Carbine Rifle. This is the stock GTA Carbine Rifle and has been added to the full list, meaning it has a safety, semi-automatic, burst, and full auto fire mode. So once again, since I've just collected this weapon, if I try to shoot with it, nothing's going to happen because the gun is in safety. So exactly as you do with the pistol, press C to change the fire mode. We're now in single. There we are, there's one bullet. The script is set up in such a way that you can actually get away with spamming the trigger to shoot off quite rapidly. Like so. But again, holding down left trigger will not do anything. Reloading is exactly the same as the pistol, there is a slight delay, as well as once you empty the magazine, there is the click. Next, I'll show you burst. Exactly as advertised. And finally, full auto, which is exactly what it sounds like. And again, empty magazine. Next, I'm going to demonstrate the sniper rifle. Now, the sniper rifle is in the reticle list, meaning it still has a reticle. Other than this, it does not have any fire modes, so I'm pressing the C key here and you can see I'm just looking behind me. It otherwise behaves like it would in the base game. Just like that. For the purposes of show and tell, I'll also demonstrate the shotgun. The shotgun, by default, is placed into the single shot mode, such that it has a safety, but this can be removed from the list if you'd rather them behave like they would in the base game. But otherwise, it's exactly like the pistol. And of course you only require one more shot to get several more bullets. Classic GTA. Finally, for weapons, I'll demonstrate the Taser. Now by default, the Taser is actually placed into the reticle weapons list, meaning it still has a reticle. Reason behind this is because in reality, Tasers, to my knowledge at least, don't have a safety mode. It's you shoot and that's that. Also, a lot of Tasers, again to my knowledge, have a little laser that come out of them, so having a reticle is fairly realistic. The only other thing to mention about the weapons is that any weapons placed into the single and auto weapon lists will have their pistol whips or weapon whip disabled, such that when you press R, nothing happens. As opposed to weapons in the reticle list or weapons not placed into any list, which still have their pistol whip. To demonstrate the second part of the script, I'm going to do the incredibly smart thing of driving into Grove Street. The second part of the script, the PED component, does two main things. One, it adds substantially more blood when the pet is injured, and two, it adds a limping for a duration of time after the pet has been injured. To demonstrate this, I'm going to take cover.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, man, where's the job site going to be next week?
Alright, let's give this a try. Oh, there we go, that was quick. So as you can see, even though I only got shot once or twice, I am covered in blood.
Hey, asshole! D-boy got shot!
Very much covered in blood. As you can see, I'm now limping as I run, and I am now dead. And that's about it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop by our Discord or check out the wiki. You can find some useful information in there. If you'd like to try out the alpha versions of our resources, we no longer have an alpha testing program. It is free for anybody to test out. We just ask that you come back to us and report your findings. Links to the alpha version of our resources can easily be found in our Discord or simply on our GitHub, typically under the development branch, although not all resources have alpha versions all the time. As always, if you like our videos, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new releases. Thank you to the various people who helped test this resource. It is always appreciated. You know who you are, and thank you for watching this development showcase. Have an amazing day.